Hello and welcome to the Red Room. Today we are doing something that we haven't done for a while, a review, overview of something. In this case, it's the Violet Haunted Crypt, which we should have already covered because we have it on our store for some time, but we haven't been doing any videos. So today is the day to talk about that. So, what is the Violent Haunted Crypt? This is a free scenario by Avenger Satanis.
For
It's meant to
Shalt, of
be
course.
for child, yes. It's meant to be an introduction to child for perhaps new game masters or just old game masters who want to show the game to new players. It's obviously Gonzo, science fantasy, and in short, it's a 30-page scenario.
hmm
It has some information about the setting and the characters and obviously a scenario.
Yes, it is basically, well, a small dungeon with 13 encounters. Very gonzo encounters. I think it's a good way to introduce people to Shalt. Instead of going right back into the Black Pyramid, it will give them an idea of the crazy world of Shalt and when you can see almost everything. I will show you some of them, not too much, but,
So,
well, you will show,
yes,
actually.
after this. So
And how
the
many
synopsis says
copies
that
are you gonna
this
read the
was made
synopsis?
for first. Well, I already started. This was made for first to third level characters. It's system neutral, rules light as always, and usable with Crimson Dragon Slayer or any SR role playing game.
For example, Wretched.
And it's for example, Ratchet, and it's 18 years old or plus. There's a warning about that. It's not for kids, as usual. Okay, so let's share the screen and show the book itself, if I can do that. Okay,
Yes, you can.
I'm there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the cover, and let's start by the cover. It's a nice illustration. Oh, no, I mean, it's nice, but
Look at those
mostly,
fingers. No, most of
uh,
them is AI. I'm not sure about the cover.
yeah, it's probably I think so. It looks
It's
like
nice. It looks very nice with the style that normally Venger uses on most of his.
I think he's using a lot of Mid Journey now. So this is okay. The contents, but let's go.
Yes. Oh, go to the first page. There's something. Okay, so Shalt Style Guide. Shalt Style Guides. Let me read this part just so the idea that this is an introduction. So I thought it will be might be helpful to give game masters a little style guide to illustrate how I envision the campaign setting. When in doubt, just remember that Shalt Eldritch Gonzo science fantasy post-apocalypse while also bearing humorous, sleazy, and
Being, not bearing.
being is because it's very small and I can't read it, so I need to.
Do
I
you
think
want
I'm
me
gonna
to?
read it in my computer. I can read it in my computer because I have it bigger. Just I won't be looking at the camera. Being humorous, sleazy, and replete with culture references. I don't know how to read today. So yes, we all know that Shalt is very gonzo, and one of the things that I really like, and I think it's fun about Shalt, is the pop culture references,
Do you,
especially when they make no sense.
should I move on
Yes,
or?
you can move on unless you want to say something about
No, well, this is
the style. Yeah, this is just
just some information. So all the people travel in child. Um,
yeah that just that gives the idea that it's just an introduction. So you can move on. I want to move on to the second page. Ah, exactly. Because I also want to read that part, so I'm going to look. We have a new race for PCs that I thought it was fun. It's the cat girl. Well, yeah, I'm offended. It should be cat lady. I don't
yes,
identify as a
but
cat lady.
this one
Yeah,
doesn't look like a
cat
cat
ladies
lady.
are not sexy. I know.
Yeah.
So, feline women move fast, getting a +1 to their AC per level. But the fun part are the next ones. The primary downside is their scratching only ever does 1d4 damage. Lastly, their hypersexuality and aloofness give them possibility.
We had
So they are
one
hypersexually.
hypersexual cat girl during a
Sh-
week.
yeah, 2 and 2 months is more or less.
Yeah,
So now you can play cat. I want cats also. I want cat people in Wretched.
there are already cat people in bastards, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah, the Khajiits. Not the
Good.
Khajiits.
Not the cat, the not Khajiit. Yes.
Yeah, but for me, well, cat people, I think of the Khajiits. And I like that she looks like she comes from cats. Not really. She misses a bit of
Maybe. Yeah.
catness in the face, but
Yeah.
the clothes, she looks an extra from cats.
It's possible that was
The
the
idea,
his
probably.
prompt.
Yeah, there's more down on the book, so
Yeah, I've
we
seen
can
it.
move. Okay, so let's give an idea how the introduction starts, how the adventure starts. So it all starts with blueberry pies, or the characters will find a pie vendor, which is funny and gonzo and absolutely random, and you have one of those tables. What happens when you taste some blueberry pie? I like this sort of silly tables. I know some people don't, and they say, "Oh, because it's too ridiculous." I think it's fun.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
reading
trying to move.
the
Yeah,
table.
yeah. I'm trying to move the here so I could and then exactly. So the characters basically have a chance to help the pie seller, and then he will thank them with pastries with pies. But
Larry Kaspashi, is this the
no,
pie
no,
seller? Oh,
that's
this is
that
another
guy.
guy.
I'm going to read something about. So, but the guy will not offer. Larry is a very fun character. He's not going to offer you pies just for the goodness of his heart. He has a problem, and you guys need to. Well, the party needs to go solve it. So there's something wrong on the place where he raises his blueberries. It's in a cave. Probably it's not a good place for blueberries, but I guess in Shalt it's different. So he's going to ask the characters to go there and help. And then they are in the violet hunted crypts. And so Larry, it's funny because it's an NPC that is just wandering on the dungeon, on the crypt. Particularly with no specific reason to be there.
And we're wearing a tie as well. I think
Yes, exactly.
I think it looks like
I'm going to read a bit of his background. Who do you think he looks like?
I can't remember the guy's name right now.
I think he reminds me of someone, but I don't know who. So
I
maybe we're
think it's
thinking of the same
Borat.
person. Yeah, maybe a bit. So at some point in this dungeon 12, a whimsical, out of place NPC will wander into the adventure party. His name is Larry. I'm not going to pronounce the last name, Kaspashi. Larry Kaspashi is originally from Earth, but he was orphaned on Shalt at the age of 12 and quickly grew up on the streets of Agrab.
I think it's Agriba.
No, but Agrab, it's better. So he's a self-declared sub-genius and a recovering artist who used to make erotic crystalline sculptures. When greeting new people and binding them farewell,
Bidding.
bidding them farewell. Larry is both a hugger and a handshaker. So basically, just a crazy character that is there in the dungeon. You don't exactly know why, but it's just to put your players off.
Okay, this is a dungeon, so
Exactly. So we have certain encounters. I'm going to show. I like that picture there. Not the map, the other one.
yeah, the map is a map.
Yeah, the map is a map. So the first one, of course,
I
is the
like this
blueberry
one.
cave. Yeah, that one is very good. The first one is the blueberry cave, where there are the blueberries. Nothing particularly interesting there. We're gonna just show some of them. Well, highlight some of them because of the Gonzo and the pop culture references. You can move. The one that I want. Ah, yes. Now I want that one. Area 5 Computer Girls.
Oh shit, there's a spider here. This,
It's a gigantic spider.
yeah, that's worse even. This requires an X card.
Yeah, well, it does if you're arachnophobic.
Yeah. I am.
I know you are. Computer girls. Okay, so what I wanted to read about this encounter is that basically you're going to find a Commodore Atari 69.
No, no, it's not an Atari. It's an Atari.
Atari, yes.
Yeah,
I'm not very good at speaking Chaltian or English or Portuguese.
Atahari. It's a
Atari.
Hatahari. Violet crystals and prints. I also like this one. Yeah, it's nice. And the well, the fingers are a little bit longer than they should be, but
But he's a
who
mutant
knows?
probably
Yeah, this
because
is
this
a
is
violet
Chalt.
wrist, so who cares? He can have deformed fingers,
So in the next one you have the leftovers where you have two humanoids, Sherm and Strunk, congelated to the cave wall.
congealed.
Congealed.
I don't know what's a slidak, but it's okay. It's long and slender, and it's an insectoid.
I also like the picture on the next page.
It's not an insectoid. No, it's not. It's the.
No,
It's what? It's a skeleton or something.
it's a crystal wraith that is in there
Oh, it's a rat.
probably.
Yes, a dead one. Yeah, looks dead, and it's crystal.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you're gonna like what is in the next encounter. You can move to that one, although you don't have a picture. So you have the Violet Labyrinth and you have
Oh, Xenobites.
Xenobites.
Violet fleshed beings. They cannot be killed. They can. They are mortal elsewhere. Okay.
So each Xenobite has a unique puzzle piece embedded within their flesh.
Interesting.
I think this is. I think I saw something similar somewhere. No, I'm kidding.
Similar to what? I wasn't.
Xenobites. No, I'm.
Oh yes, the Xenobites. Yes, yeah,
Exactly.
something like that. Yes, but they don't seem to be related to the Cenobites, do they?
No, they're not
No,
sex
they
monsters.
are. Yeah, it's just the name. Yeah,
Yeah,
they drip a violet ichor from their veins upon all. Yeah, this is not a.
but I like
Yeah.
they have the puzzle. Yeah, you could do something with that.
Cat
Oh, and
girl
then you
Philan
have
Riemann
cat girl
again. Yeah.
domination. Yes. So
Mm,
if you have cat girls, you're gonna have to have their dominion.
yeah.
And they have banana man servants.
What is a banana man?
I'm not sure if
A race.
it's a race, yes, but I know it was. I've seen references to it, but I'm not sure if it's in Shalt itself or it was in the Critical Encounter. Is it Critical Encounter that the name of the? It's not Critical Encounter. That's the game
I
that
think it's I think it's reversed. Encounter critical.
Encounter Critical. Yes. Oh, so those cat
Yeah,
ladies are
this
more cats.
they look like cats from Cats the theater show. Yeah, I
But
think
in
so.
Shalt there is an encounter with the fruit people. So banana men are
Food people.
fruit people.
Yeah, okay. It's still
Fruit
food.
people. Banana men are fruity people.
So they are gay.
No, they're banana men. They have a banana, doesn't mean.
Sounds a bit gay.
And the 11 one, I also like the Area 11, the Black Mirror, because this has actually made me think of something that I'm going to write for New Flash soon.
There's a mention to Pornhub here.
Yes, there's a mention to Pornhub, so this is basically a
A giant
reference
banner.
to Black Mirror, the TV show.
Hmm.
So, and there have people that are connected to a computer hub, AI programs, and yeah, kinks and fetishes. So it's similar to that idea that, do you remember? That I told you that I'm going to do to New Flash.
Actually, no.
Of
I
course you
remember
don't.
you mentioned Black Mirror, but I don't know what about.
No, it's not really Black Mirror. What I mentioned was the Apostles of Pain. So I'm going to write a wretched verse that has the Apostles of Pain in a machine in a computer game. They're basically yeah, people are going to play kink online, but
Mm,
the apostles are there and they're gonna take it too far, and people will die.
sounds like
So I think it was when I read it. So it's not a bad idea. Someone else already did it, so it
yeah.
means it's a good idea.
Schizoid embolism, deep cover, Pornhub addiction. This is something that probably a lot of role players suffer from. Okay, this is the same map or another one.
Uh, I think it's the same map.
Oh
Ah,
yeah, this one
you
has
went too
numbers.
fast. Yeah, but it's yeah, this one is. But we're already done exactly.
Was there something else?
No, no, no. There was nothing else. The Black
Oh,
Mirror was there's more. There's the Area 12, the demon, but it's just a demon. A giz.
I was looking in that. No, so this is cover and interior art. Yeah, prompted by Avenger Satanas via Midjourney. The map. was made by someone. Of course, this is Midjourney doesn't do this, and yeah, the runes and whatever they are designed by someone. And this is some publicity to stuff that is sold, not just offered like this. Should I stop sharing, or
Yes,
do you want to
stop.
show
You
something
can
else?
stop sharing. So
Okay.
this is it. So you can take it. You can download this adventure for free at our store or at Big Geek Emporium.
That's it. I think
And
this is the idea for this. I think Avenger called it Project Badass. I think it has
maybe the
something to
start
do.
of some. I don't know if you'll plan to do more.
Yeah, well, if it's called project, it probably
Yes,
it means to do something. I think it has something to do with us, right? Well, not
with people. Yeah,
directly,
with not
with
being
the
on
fact that
drive-through. With
yeah,
the people
that's it.
that are not to give more publicity to the people that are not on drive-through.
Yeah,
Into the alternative
including
selling
Big
places.
Geek because yeah,
Exactly. Into the store that's going to open soon, Giant Slayer,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, because Venger's PDFs for his games are still what's it called, exclusive or something
Exclusive.
like that. Yeah, to drive through, but the free PDFs you can put them anywhere.
We
So
had how many downloads so far? 80.
about 80 downloads. I'll have to tell him that today when I mentioned that we did this overview, and maybe ask him how many did he, uh, because he also put it on Big Geek. So it's,
So I'm going to pull a pundit now and say, no, I'm joking. We have an adventure. This is a crossover, not so much to Salt, more to Alpha Blue, Epic. So that's not free, but you can buy it if you want.
yeah.
If you don't want, don't buy it. I wrote it, so it has a table for hookers. And it has a table for a jukebox that plays 80
Bastards also
stupid
has
music.
a table for
Yes,
hookers. I have to remember that every time I talk about bastards. There's a hooker table. Well, it's not called a hooker table, but anyway, it's a it's about
harlots.
hookers. Yeah, it's about harlots. So it's a harlot, a
But
random harlot table.
the epic adventure will be continued. And next, the characters will be on Salt and not just on the space station. So that will be continued. And actually, I wrote something for Paddy's Parlor for a zine that is doing for Salt. So I wrote a small Salt adventure that should come out in June or July, and
Hmm.
that one is also going to be free. But it's a bit based on something that happened while we are playing Epic. So
There's a
zombies
connection.
appeared, and then I decided to write an adventure in Salt with zombies from the beyond.
Well, maybe one of these days we'll play it and stream it again. Some
Probably when we go back to our space adventure, I'm going to use that one shot as part of the campaign. So that's it.
almost. Okay, let's
That's it
also
for
announce
Salt.
something.
Now
If
you can.
someone, if someone wants, if someone will watch this until the end, we can say that there's something coming this week. Well, actually tomorrow. Your scenario,
Yes, the celluloid
the
killer.
celluloid killer. Yes, I was thinking about celluloid.
That's the same with me when I want to call this the violent haunted crypt
The
instead of
violet or the
violent.
violent? The violent.
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll release the celluloid
Maybe
killer
we'll
or
do a
the
video.
cellulite killer. I don't care.
Maybe we'll do another video showing that.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should. And there are some several other
Of
things
course there
being
are.
prepared, but that's a lot. Let's not talk about
And
that
I'm gonna go
right
for
now.
Greece for a week. And I'm gonna leave Miguel alone and he's going to work too much.
Yeah. So the which means there will be new stuff coming very soon. Okay, so you can download the Violet or the Violent Haunted Crypt at our store or Big Geek Emporium or in the future in that store that hasn't opened
Giant
yet.
Slayer, yes. And if you check in our store, well, there's also more freebies. There's also things you can
Yes,
buy.
yes. To feed the cats. Don't forget that just to feed the cats, not us. We
Yes,
don't eat.
exactly.
And that's it for today, right?
Yes.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.